Welcome to Dark Whisper. We have all seen the movies. The pilot collapses, and a brave passenger takes the controls to save everyone on board. But is it reality or just Hollywood magic? Today, we dismantle the myth of the passenger pilot and explore the terrifying complexity of modern flight. Picture a cockpit at 30,000 feet. The pilot's seat is empty, and the only sound is the rhythmic blinking of autopilot dashboard lights. Low-frequency radio chatter hums in the background, a haunting reminder that the machine is still flying itself, at least for now. Cinema often depicts this as a moment of triumph. High-energy clips and sensational headlines claim that anyone with courage can land a jet. But when a civilian's hand hovers over a complex throttle quadrant, reality sets in. The hesitation is heavy. The controls are cold and foreign. The myth is fed by clickbait thumbnails and dramatic Hollywood setups that simplify the flight deck into a handful of easy switches. In reality, the difference is staggering. A Hollywood set is a toy compared to the labyrinth of switches on a real Boeing deck. Pressing a random button doesn't bring stability. It often causes the autopilot to disconnect, filling the cabin with amber warning lights and sirens. Listen to the muffled intensity of a Mayday distress signal. It's not a hero's call. It's a desperate transmission into the dark. When a real emergency strikes, the protocol is far from simple. Ground control stations become the passenger's only lifeline to the earth. Engineers now use augmented reality to guide people from the ground, attempting to project instructions directly into the eyes of the fearful. The primary flight display becomes the most important screen in the world, with digital arrows highlighting the horizon and critical airspeed scales. A passenger might follow a color-coded emergency checklist on a tablet, a modern attempt to bridge the gap between amateur and expert. But the silence of an empty cockpit at night is heavy. Only the dim emerald glow of a single instrument panel remains visible. Behind the scenes, there are cases the public never hears about, redacted documents and official logs hidden away in silent archives. Consider the diverted flight path across the Atlantic, a sharp, jagged line on a map that tells a story of panic and confusion. Recreations show tense shadows of hands on a control yoke, accompanied by the sound of heavy breathing and static-filled instructions from below. Ultimately, the black box flight recorder holds the truth. It is placed into an evidence bag, sealed away from the sensational news headlines. As the sun rises over the clouds, we are reminded that aviation is a symphony of engineering, not a solo act of chance. The truth is often darker and more complex than the myth. No one lands a plane alone. We must respect the machine. Thank you for joining us on this investigation. If you value the truth behind the shadows, subscribe to Dark Whisper for more.